All right, we're here with head coach Jack Owens for our first weekly basketball press conference of the season. Coach, your first exhibition game was last night. Pretty successful outing. After a chance to watch film, what are some of your impressions?
Well, the guys played well. I thought we came out, we set the tone how we wanted to play, and we were able to get that lead there. But give Shawnee State credit. They probably have one of the best shot blockers in the country with their inside presence, and they also have good size and they have good guards on the perimeter. But once we got the lead and they came back and we settled down, and then the second half, I thought we just played Miami basketball, and we out-rebounded them by 10. It was 50-40. We had 11 turnovers for the game. We had 10 assists in the second half. Just played well, I thought, in the second half, just moving the basketball and guys just doing their job.
After you're seeing your guys against another opponent outside of just yourselves, what's the one area or aspect that you're feeling really confident about going into the season?
Well, our depth. We played we played every guy that we could play meaningful minutes last night, and I just thought that was good. We wasn't worried about the score, but it was great to bring a team in here that could cause you problems in areas that you're going to see in your league. They had good guards, bigs that can play. The big they had, in my opinion, could play at a lot of places, but his ability to change the game, protecting the rim and those things was great to see guys had to adjust. The one thing is that we should have done a better job of is in transition making them pay, where we had advantages and we just had to keep it simple there. But for the game, we had 11 turnovers. Our goal was to have 12 or less, and we had 11. So the second half, we took care of the ball and played the right way.
Do you think, after seeing those guys in action again, do you think transition is the biggest area that you want to focus on going into the year on improving, I guess?
Well, we're going to work on every area because, as we watched the film, we jumped out with that big lead, and then they came back, and then once we settled in, we have to continue to get better on both sides of the ball. We didn't run a lot of offensive stuff that we would normally run in a regular game. Just wanted those guys to play the right way without having to call a set every time. And I thought the ball movement, player movement, and everything was good. But those are the things we would continue to work on the offensive end. And defensively, it's a day-to-day grind on, dribble containment, ball screen defense, and rebounding the basketball. But we had some guys go out there. Nike had a double-double. He had 12 points and 10 rebounds. Delonte had 8 rebounds. Josh, in limited minute, had 6 rebounds. So we have some athleticism and guys that can go and rebound the basketball against a team like that was obviously huge. They had 7 feet at the center, 6'8", 6'9" at the 4, 6'6" at the 3. So it was a great game for us to have to match someone's intensity, but also having to block out and rebound every possession.
And then looking forward, what can you tell us about Wright State, your opponent on Saturday?
They're good. You know what to expect. Our 2 years here, first year went in overtime, last year went down to the wire. They're well coached. They're talented. It's going to take a team effort to get the win, and that's what it's about. You're playing against a team that can win their league and have a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. And it's great for us because, we got to come out the gates and be ready to go, and excited for the opportunity and see our guys rise to the challenge for sure.
Do you like that being tested early on by an opponent of similar skill level, I guess?
Yeah, this is what the non-conference is about. You don't want a false sense of reality to who you are. And our guys respect Wright State. They know what they're about. They know how good they are. And we know it's going to be a good game. It's going to take our best game to win. And our guys will be up for it. I thought when we came out last night, the first 5 to 6 minutes, we set the tone of how good we could be. You're talking about like I mentioned earlier, player and ball movement and defensively just doing their jobs at a high level. And, we're not going to mass sub like we've done the last 2 games. We'll get back to a regular rotation. But it was great to get guys film, early on and so they have a taste of playing and also playing against a good team.
then Wampler and Love are two of their bigger guys, impact players. What are kind of the challenges of going up and defending them?
Well, it starts with Love. He's a low post scorer. He's a guy that you're going to have to pay attention to on the block. Wampler is obviously a stretch forward who can make shots, but also, you know, we don't have a lot of film, but we know what to expect from those two guys, where they're going to make us work. And Wampler is a guy that will pick and pop and move without the basketball. He's the guy, if you remember last year, that tied it up with that three late when they ran out. They went a single ball screen action, and we defended it well. Take and test late, and he still makes the shot. That's just the kind of player he is.
All right. One other final question. Saturday, we're kind of doing an awareness for pediatric cancer. Obviously, we're going to kind of honor Jackson and his family.
Right.
Obviously, it was a tough situation last April when Jackson passed away. But what did Jackson mean as a teammate to us for the last couple of years?
You know what? You're talking about a year or so span of getting close with a kid and his family. You know, it's hard not to get emotional about Jackson, and because he was more than just a fan to us in the program. You know, he's a guy that we stayed in touch with regularly. We visited with him. Our guys, you know, they stayed in touch with him, and former players who have graduated and moved on, they stayed in touch with him and his family. It's just great going to be able to have them back and for our first game and be around the program again. But they mean a lot. You know, we stay in touch with his parents on a regular basis, and they mean a lot to the program. And we look forward to seeing them on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.